Enchilada sauce.
It's enchilada. Say it. Enchilada. Let's make our tortillas.
The what?
Hi guys!
Hi.
Welcome back to another episode of Chop Diaries. We hope you guys are staying safe, staying healthy, staying away from crowd and following the prohibitory orders.
So today we're going to be making
Something vegetarian. So हामीलाई एकदम धेरै queries आयो last week. The chicken balbon episode was a hit. A lot of you loved it. We got a lot of entries. र commentsहरुमा पनि के आयो भने something vegetarian बनाउनुस् भनेर, because a lot of our recipes in the past week have been एकदम मासु मात्रै भएको. So we're going to try something vegetarian today. Ayushko favorite loves vegetarian dishes. So I'm sure you guys missed him last week, but he's back today like we promised. So today we are going to be making vegetarian enchiladas.
So we're going to be using just spinach, mushroom and corn.
Yes, for today, because we're making it vegetarian, we're using spinach, mushroom and corn.
So a lot of you guys out there, I know it's a lot of you guys out there, जो यस्तो म जस्तो अलिकति मासु हन्तकारी हुनुहुन्छ, त्यसमा चाहिँ when we're going to make the enchilada fillings, you can add in whatever meat that you would like to eat as well. Meat you would like to eat.
And for all the
vegetarian lovers, we're gonna start
let's
making.
Let's make our vegetarian enchiladas, and let's take a look at the ingredients needed.
Alright, now that you guys have seen the ingredients, we're gonna start making the enchilada sauce. Enchilada ki enchilada?
Enchilada sauce.
Enchilada sauce.
It's enchilada. Say it. Enchilada.
So, हामीले जुन tomato puree जुन देखाएको थियो ingredients मा, we just made this at home. हामीले tomatoes लियो र grind मा त गर्दियो, and this is the puree that we have.
I mean, you might have tomato puree in a can available, pani to use garnu bhayo pani huncha, but if not, because it's lockdown 2.0, you can just use tomatoes and grind them.
Yeah. So now what do we do?
So now we are gonna take a pan, heat it up. र हाम्रो enchilada sauce चाहिँ यहाँले देखि नै हाल्नु भयो. It's going to be a red sauce, heavily dependent on tomatoes and a lot of spices. So once our pan heats up, let's start making it. Okay, the pan is heated. We don't want the heat to be too high, so we're gonna put it on medium. Especially we have 3 tablespoons of oil. We drop that in.
What do we have to put in next? Because I'll put it.
Next we put in flour. Okay, so हाम्रो oil heat हुन थालेको छ. Now let's drop in the flour. And flour say drop garde, you go on mixing it. It's 3 tablespoons we're using.
All of them?
So now we'll cook this, mix well nicely until it becomes golden brown. So once you'll see yasto lumps haru banna thalcha, keep moving it, keep mixing it, because you want the color to change to a nice golden brown.
So what is this for? This is just for the sauce?
This is for the sauce. And your maida le ke garcha bhane it makes the sauce nice and thick. Consistency dincha ile. So see, it started changing colors a little bit. Jun hamro white maida थियो, it started to become
a bit yellow.
Yellowish brownish khaliko bhannu na, nude.
Nude? More brown.
Yeah, more brown. So once this happens, let's go ahead and put in our tomato puree, all of it.
use that.
So when you do this, make sure your heat is not very high. Alright, now you start giving this a good mix. Do you like Mexican food?
Do you what?
Do you like Mexican food?
Mexican food? Oh, I love it. It's just my body doesn't like it the next day.
Why?
I like it so much.
So Mexican food saying it has a lot of cheese. So if people like cheese, then you enchilada because this enchilada that we're making today is also going to have a lot of cheese.
I don't mind cheese.
Cheese is good, it's yummy.
It is.
It just makes you fat.
No, thick.
Thick, yeah. So you see how, because of the maida, you thick with but we don't want the puree to be this thick.
Okay.
It needs to be flowy, you know? Like pouring consistency, like you should be able to pour.
So we add some water?
So that's why we add water, but not right now. We're going to add in all the spices first. Once this starts coming to a boil, I think you can see it started coming to a boil now.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so now let's add the spices. First, let's take the chili.
All of it?
Yeah, that's around 2 tablespoons of chili. If you want more, you can add more. If you want less, you can add less. But hami piro kanchong. So we're gonna add some chili. Then let's take oregano. Put it in. That's about 1 teaspoon of oregano that we have.
All right.
All right. Then we have some cumin powder. So we're gonna put that. That's also 1 teaspoon. Then let's take sugar. That's 1 tablespoon of sugar. Let's put it in.
This is sugar, but it's
icing sugar.
Icing sugar.
It's icing sugar, like we always say. If you don't have it, then the sugar that you got. Then we have some black pepper. You'd say we don't pour all of it, just according to what your taste buds require.
Okay. Not your nose.
And some salt. So practically, I think I put in about 1 teaspoon of salt and maybe around half a teaspoon of black pepper. So give this also a good mix. Make sure your heat is still on medium to low, not high.
You don't want the puree to burn, no? That's why.
Yeah. And we want it to cook properly. Okay? Heat high because obviously they heat high pan there that. So in order for it to cook evenly, we're going to put it on medium to low heat. Okay, so now the final step, we're going to add some water.
Okay, how much?
1 cup pani raheko cha.
How much?
Just start pouring it. Pour it in everything.
All of it?
Yeah, 1 cup of water.
Wow, that's a lot of water.
Yeah, because you do hamro maida cha ni, aile pani you can see lumps haru cha ke aile see. So you want that to also nicely boil, cook. So that's why we put a lot of water.
You want me to do it?
Sure.
Yeah. You know what the best thing is about us hosting this show?
What?
Mero lagi chai at least.
What is it?
Eating the food that we make.
And you learn as well. I'm sure you didn't know how to make enchiladas before today, but today you will. Right?
True.
So, the next step now is wait until this mixture comes to a boil. Once it starts boiling, let it boil for another 2 to 3 minutes and make sure that the consistency is very flowy, pouring consistency, thick nose. And once that's done, your sauce is ready.
Alright.
So it's been about 2 to 4 minutes that this sauce has been boiling and cooking low heat. So now I think our sauce is ready. Look at the consistency. It's the kind of flow universe. You can see, right? It shouldn't be very thick because I cool thick. So your consistency is perfect. It's flowy. It has a pouring consistency, and our enchilada sauce
is done.
It's done. That's it.
That's quick.
So now we turn the heat off. And then it should cool down and त्यो time let's make our enchilada filling, our vegetarian filling. Okay, so our sauce is ready and it's cooled down now and it tastes beautiful. We tasted it a little bit. So I would say let's make our enchilada filling. Tesko lagi I have another pan ready. We're gonna turn the heat on. So our pan is heated. We're gonna drop in our oil.
That's it?
1 tablespoon of oil.
Okay. This was it?
So now I'll tell you when you drop in the ingredients, okay? You love doing that, don't you?
What? I've already told you, my favorite part of shooting this is to eat it.
Okay, so pan tatyo, oil pan tatyo. So now first let's drop in our spinach. All of it. You say around 3 cups, small cups of spinach. This depends on however much fillings you want, whatever you want. Hamle has a spinach, mushrooms and corn use that as well. But you can use any other vegetables you want. You can also put in meat if you want. It's completely your choice.
Put in meat. Meat. Put in meat.
Medium heat na cha. We dropped in the spinach. Now let's drop in our mushrooms. All of it.
These are flat mushrooms, no?
Yeah.
Can be done with button mushroom.
Any mushrooms.
What next?
And next we drop in our corn. Your corn is frozen corn use whatever, but you can use whatever corn you have. So now let's cook this until it becomes nice and tender.
Tender.
Okay, so our enchilada filling जो हामीले बनाएका थियौं with corn, mushroom and spinach. It's become soft and tender like you can see, right?
So basically what we had to wait for was the सबै veggies बाट आएको जुन water हुन्छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ evaporate हुन दिने.
Yeah, त्यो पुरै dry out होस् अनि यसरी tender पनि होस्. It has to be cooked properly. अनि heat लाई पनि हामीले एकदम low मा हाल्दिएका छौं. So now the next step is we're going to put in around 2 to 3 tablespoons of this enchilada sauce on this filling.
You told me to stop at?
One more. That makes around 3 tablespoons. Yeah. So now heat हाम्रो low मै छ. We'll give this a good mix. So now यसलाई तपाईले मजाले mix गर्नुस्. तपाईको heat low मै छ. And then after that, once it's mixed well, you turn the heat off. Wait for this mixture to cool down, and then we'll add our cheese.
Oh, we're gonna add cheese inside it also?
Yes, inside it also, and
Alex.
got cheese on top of it also.
Yeah. More the cheese, the happier the man. Now what?
So we've let this mixture cool for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And you selisakyo, and this is important because now we're going to drop in the cheese. र तपाईले तातो cheese हाल्नुभयो भने चाहिँ what's going to happen?
Cheese will melt.
Cheese will melt and then tikka जस्तो बन्छ, which we don't want. So we want this thing to cool down, which has happened now. र अहिले चाहिँ मसँग दुईटा सानो कप of mozzarella cheese छ, but एउटा mozzarella अनि 1 cup cheddar cheese भयो भने चाहिँ it'll be perfect for enchiladas, but we don't have it right now because lockdown, you know. So we're just going to use 2 cups of mozzarella instead. Just going to pour it in here.
You want me to pour it in?
Yeah. Just give it a nice mix. Yep. So let's give this a good mix. It's already cooled down, so you melt hudaina. It'll just mix with the mixture that we already have. Yeah. Okay. So that's it.
That's it?
Yep. And our enchilada filling is ready. So next step, let's make our tortillas.
The what?
Tortillas.
Tortillas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we are going to grill our tortillas. अब enchilada बनाउँदाखेरि चाहिँ what is most required is, what is required for tortillas? What kind of tortillas do we need? We need corn tortillas. I lockdown भएको भएर that wasn't available, but that doesn't mean it stops you from making your enchiladas. So तपाईसँग आटा छ भने आटाको रोटी बनाउनुहोस्, मैदा छ भने just use the flour and make rotis. Or if you have corn tortillas, that is the perfect thing that you need for enchiladas. We don't have it right now, so we are just going to use some roti that I made, maidako roti. अब के गर्ने काम चलाउ types. So what we're going to do is heat the pan as in roti बनाउने tawa, and then we're just going to drop like one
dog hair.
1 teaspoon of oil. There you go. And the heat is on medium low. Take one of your tortillas. And one most important thing is you want to make sure that your heat is really low, because tapeko yo jun roti cha, you don't want it to become hard. It has to be really soft, okay? So just...
You want me to do it?
Sure. Like half a minute on one side and half a minute on the other side.
Do you mean like 30 seconds?
Yeah.
We good?
Yeah, and that's it. Just put it here. Do the same thing again with however many tortillas you're making for your enchiladas today. So the final part of our recipe today is actually putting all the ingredients together and making our mouth-watering, delicious enchiladas.
Enchiladas.
Enchiladas. So we have with us here 2 tortillas. So 2 tortillas are going to make up
1 plate.
1 plate, or let's say 1 portion of the enchiladas. So we take one of the tortillas. We have our fillings here. Drop in the fillings. And now your fillings say it depends on how much you want. Some people might want more, some people might want less. Everybody has their own preference. And your individual plate if you want to add spices, let's say dalle halna man laire bitra, kasala ajai khorsani halna man laire, so kasala pyaj halna man laire. So your fillings, you can add whatever you want as per your desire before you make the final ones. So now you roll it. You can see how the roti is very soft, and then you flip it to a point that you put the joining parts into tala pardinos. Do the same with the second roti. Take your fillings.
I wish there was meat in this, but then again, we're making vegetarian.
Yeah, you can make it with meat next time. Maybe you can make it for me. So we do the same. Fold it. Ab ekdam धेरै fillings पनि नहाल्नु, because you want this to close, obviously. Turn it around. Give it a nice gap in between. Now what you're going to do is take the enchilada sauce. Baba, you want to do it?
Sure.
And pour it over the tortilla that you just folded with the fillings inside. Make sure you cover it up completely. Let it drip a little bit. Nicely, yes. Do the same with the other one.
What's with the sound?
Looks nice.
Can you stop it?
Alright. There you go. It looks nice. Hold on, I think you missed a little spot there.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so now, like I told you, agi pani tapaisanga mozzarella र cheddar cheese दुईटै भयो भने mix them both. But we don't have cheddar cheese with us right now, so it's just going to be mozzarella. You just pour it on top as much as you want. So if you're cheese lovers, it's your choice, however much you want. No, don't put the whole thing. That's going to be a little too much.
How much ever you want. I thought you just said how much ever I want. What's with the noises? So much
which cheese.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. So once this is ready, what we're gonna do is put it in the microwave for a minute to a minute and a half. It depends on what microwave you have. So basically, let this cheese nicely melt, and voila, it's ready. Your enchiladas. So let's do it. All right, and here we go. There it is. Oh, it smells so good. I'm sure it looks so good. So there it is, our vegetarian enchiladas are ready. Now let's go back to our table and garnish this with a little bit of coriander, dhania mathibara. If you have jalapeno peppers, you can use jalapeno peppers. If you have any other herbs, you can use any herbs that you have. But let's just do that last step now. Okay. Looks yummy, doesn't it?
Damn.
Are you ready to eat it? So final step, let's garnish it with a little bit of dhania matibara haldinos. And like I said, you have jalapeno peppers. If you want to just use bell peppers or just rato khursani, hario khursani, whatever you want, just garnish it a little bit. Okay, that's good.
Flying dhanias.
All right, so that's it. And
That does
our
it.
mouth-watering, delicious delight for today is ready. So simple to make, smells so good. Yeah, we can't wait to eat it. So we'll be back with our last segment, which is the lucky draw for last week's home cook challenge. Stay tuned.
For the spicy chicken bao buns.
Welcome back to our last segment, which is the lucky draw, where we will be choosing one lucky winner from last week's home cook challenge to make the spicy chicken bao buns. So last week we got almost 40 entries, to be quite honest. Some of the entries were just direct downloads from Google Images. जब तपाईहरुले photos download गरेर पठाउनुहुन्छ, I mean, we'll know, because first, Ayush, my husband, is also a professional photographer, so he can tell when the pictures are taken आफैले or when they're downloaded, and plus देखिन्छ पनि. So आइन्दाको episodes बाट चाहिँ please त्यो नगर्नु होला. If you do it, then you will not be a part of the contest. Like यसपालि पनि, I think total हामीसँग, although we got around 40 entries, I think we've around 32 or 33 entries matrai that have qualified. So let's do the lucky draw. Oh, before I forget. So the winner will be getting a gorgeous gift hamper from Byanjan, another gift hamper from buytarkai.com, and also a 2000 rupees gift voucher from Pinch's Art Core. The gifts are getting more and more, and it's very easy. Just stay home, participate in the challenge, cook the dish, and send it to us. Easy as that. All right, so let's do our lucky draw. And our winner is... Dun, dun, dun. All right, I found one. Let's see who it is. Our winner is @kata_khane, KATA_KHANE. and they go by Always Wondering Kata Khane. So I'm sure this is a food vlog Insta account. Congratulations Kata Khane. Like I said, you've won yourself a gift hamper from Byanjan, from buytarkai.com, and from Pinch's Art Core. So there's going to be a few numbers scrolling on the screen. Please make sure you contact those numbers to claim your gift hampers, and someone with proper safety protocol will deliver your gift to your doorstep. Congratulations! So now moving on to this week's home cook challenge. We made vegetarian enchiladas today, and that is what you guys have to make. But then please feel free to add meat if you want to, and just go ahead, make the dish, take a picture and send it to us at the rate priyanka.krki, and use our hashtag #ChopChopDiaries. So I'm looking forward to seeing your entries. Thank you so much for being with us today. Until next week, remember, anybody can cook.